Okay, so mindfulness and meditations seem to be like everywhere these days.
Yeah.
It's like it's gone way beyond just being trendy. It
Hmm.
feels like everyone's suddenly like an expert.
Right.
But what I'm really curious about is like
Yeah.
beyond the hype, what does the science actually say
Hmm.
about how this stuff can benefit us?
That's a great question, and it's really easy to get lost in all the information out there.
Right.
So in this deep dive, we're going to cut through all the noise,
Okay.
and we'll explore the evidence-backed insights into mindfulness and meditation.
Cool.
We'll uncover what they truly are and how they can genuinely make a difference in your life.
I've tried meditating before, but
Hmm.
I always struggle to like just sit still and clear my mind.
Right.
Is that really what mindfulness is all about?
Well, actually, mindfulness is less about emptying your mind
Okay.
and more about paying attention to the present moment without judgment.
Hmm.
It's about noticing your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without getting swept away by them. Meditation is simply one tool to help you cultivate that awareness.
So it's like training your mind to be more present.
Exactly.
I can see how that could be so helpful
Yeah,
in our constantly distracted world.
totally. And when it comes to the benefits,
Yeah.
one of the biggest ones that people experience is stress reduction.
Okay.
But it's not just a feeling.
Right.
There are actual physiological changes happening in your brain and body.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, everyone I know is like looking for ways to manage stress these days.
Right.
So tell me more about the science behind it.
Well, when you practice mindfulness,
Mhm.
you're essentially activating your body's relaxation response.
Okay.
This involves specific neurochemicals like GABA and serotonin,
Mm-hmm.
which help to calm the nervous system and reduce the production of stress hormones like cortisol.
So it's not just about like masking the stress.
Right.
It's about actually changing how our brains respond to it.
Precisely.
Wow.
And there's a specific technique called mindfulness-based stress reduction, or MBSR, that's been clinically proven to help people cope with chronic stress, anxiety, and even pain.
That's impressive, but
Yeah.
how does mindfulness go beyond just like feeling less stressed? Does it actually help you regulate your emotions better?
Absolutely. It's like building emotional resilience,
Okay.
almost like strengthening a muscle.
Oh, interesting.
Through mindfulness, you develop the ability to observe your emotions without judgment,
Okay.
which allows you to respond to challenging situations with more clarity and composure.
Okay. So imagine this.
Yeah.
You're facing a tight deadline at work.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of panicking, you're able to like stay calm and focused,
Right.
finding creative solutions to problems.
Exactly.
That's the power of emotional resilience.
Exactly. And that ability to think clearly under pressure
Yeah.
also leads to another major benefit:
What's that?
improved cognitive function.
Oh, wow.
Studies have shown that mindfulness can enhance focus, attention span, and working memory.
Wait, so you're telling me that something as simple as paying attention to my breath? Mm-hmm.
Can actually make me smarter.
In a way, yes.
Wow.
How does that work?
Think of it this way.
Okay.
Your brain is constantly bombarded with information and distractions.
Yeah, for sure.
Mindfulness training helps strengthen what we call cognitive control,
Okay.
which is your ability to filter out distractions and focus on what's important.
So it's like a mental workout for your brain,
Yeah, you could say that.
helping you develop laser-like focus.
Exactly.
But is it just about focusing better?
Well-
Or are there other cognitive perks?
It goes beyond just focus.
Okay.
Mindfulness also enhances cognitive flexibility,
Mm.
which is your ability to switch gears, mentally adapt to new information,
Okay.
and see things from different perspectives.
So that's what helps you come up with innovative solutions at work,
Mhm.
navigate unexpected changes,
Right.
or even handle those tricky conversations with family and friends.
Exactly.
It's like having mental agility.
Precisely. And because
Mhm.
you're less reactive and more focused,
Yeah.
you're also better at making decisions.
Interesting.
A calm, clear mind leads to more thoughtful choices.
Oh, wow. This is incredible.
Yeah.
We've covered stress reduction, emotional regulation,
Mm-hmm.
and even cognitive enhancement.
It's pretty amazing.
But I have to ask,
Yeah.
are there any physical benefits to mindfulness as well?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
And they're pretty remarkable.
Okay.
We've already touched on how mindfulness reduces stress,
Right.
which in turn can lower blood pressure and improve cardiovascular health.
So it's not just a quick fix for stress.
Right.
It's an investment in your long-term well-being.
Exactly. And the benefits extend beyond your heart.
Okay.
Studies have shown that mindfulness can also boost your immune system
Wow.
by reducing inflammation and strengthening your body's immune response. You're less susceptible to getting sick.
So fewer sick days.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah. Sign me up.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, there's more.
Yes. For people who are struggling with chronic pain,
Mm-hmm.
mindfulness can be life-changing.
Wow.
It's not about eliminating the pain,
Okay.
but about changing your relationship with it, reducing suffering,
Mm-hmm.
and improving your overall quality of life.
That's huge for so many people
Yeah.
dealing with conditions like arthritis,
Mm.
back pain, or even migraines.
Absolutely.
It's amazing how something as simple as paying attention to your breath
Yeah.
can have such a profound impact on both our minds and bodies.
It's truly remarkable, and it even extends to our social interactions and relationships.
Well, wow. Okay.
Mindfulness promotes qualities like empathy, patience,
Mm-hmm.
and active listening,
Hmm.
all essential ingredients for healthy connections.
So imagine being less reactive in arguments,
Mm-hmm.
truly hearing what your partner or friend is saying,
Right.
and responding with more understanding and compassion.
Exactly. And there's a specific type of meditation called loving kindness meditation
Okay.
that focuses on cultivating compassion,
Interesting.
not just for others, but for yourself as well.
Okay, that one might sound a little out there,
Yeah.
but if the research supports it, I'm open to trying it.
I understand.
But let's be real.
Mm.
Who actually has time to sit and meditate for hours every day?
Well, that's the beauty of mindfulness.
Yeah.
Even small moments can make a difference.
Mm.
You don't need to become a monk or completely overhaul your life.
Okay, I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Give us some examples of how we can incorporate mindfulness into a busy schedule.
Well, something as simple as eating can become a mindfulness practice.
Oh, okay.
Instead of mindlessly scarfing down your lunch,
Yeah.
try savoring each bite,
Uh-huh.
paying attention to the flavors, textures, and even the aroma of your food.
I've actually tried that before, and it's amazing how much more I enjoy my food when I'm fully present.
Yeah.
But sometimes I struggle with distractions,
Yeah.
especially when I'm eating with other people.
Right.
Any tips?
It's completely normal for your mind to wander.
Oh,
The key is to gently guide your attention back to the present moment without judging yourself.
okay.
It's like training a puppy.
Uh,
It takes patience and practice.
okay, I can handle that.
Good.
What are some other ways to sneak in those mindful moments?
Even your daily commute can become an opportunity for mindfulness.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of letting your mind race with worries or to-dos, try turning your attention to your breath, the feeling of your feet on the ground,
Uh-huh.
and the sights and sounds around you.
So basically turning those everyday activities into like mini meditations.
Exactly.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
What about something even simpler, like
Yeah.
when I'm feeling completely overwhelmed and just need a quick reset?
Never underestimate the power of a few deep breaths.
Okay.
It's like an instant reset button for your nervous system.
Interesting.
Just find a quiet spot, close your eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and take a few slow, deep breaths, focusing on the sensation of your breath entering and leaving your body.
You know, I have to admit, sometimes I feel a little silly doing that,
Yeah.
especially if I'm at work or out in public.
It's understandable to feel that way,
Yeah.
but remember, mindfulness is a personal practice,
Okay.
and you can do it anywhere, anytime,
Right.
without anyone even noticing.
Okay.
The key is to find what works best for you and to be kind to yourself along the way.
That's a great reminder.
Yeah.
Speaking of kindness to ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
what about sleep?
Oh, yeah.
Can mindfulness help with that too?
Absolutely.
I'm sure you know firsthand
I do.
how those racing thoughts and a busy mind can make it hard to fall asleep.
You're absolutely right. A lot of us struggle with sleep,
Yeah.
and mindfulness can be incredibly helpful by calming the nervous system and quieting those racing thoughts.
Right.
It becomes easier to drift off to sleep and enjoy a more restful night.
You know, I'm really starting to see how mindfulness can weave its way
Yeah.
into so many different aspects of our lives.
It really can.
We've covered so much ground already,
We have.
from stress reduction and brain power to better sleep and stronger relationships.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's truly fascinating how such a simple practice
Mm-hmm.
can have such far-reaching effects on our well-being. But it's important to remember that mindfulness isn't a magic bullet or a quick fix.
That's a good point. It's a journey.
It is.
And like any journey, it takes time, effort, and a willingness to explore.
Exactly. And the beauty of it is that there's always more to discover,
Yeah.
more to learn,
Yeah.
and more to experience as you deepen your practice.
Okay, before we go any further,
Yeah.
let's take a moment to let our listener digest all this incredible information.
Sounds good. We'll be right back after a short pause. Welcome back. Before the pause, we were exploring the amazing benefits of mindfulness and meditation.
Yeah.
And it's not just about feeling calmer. It's about like rewiring our brains for the better.
I'm starting to see how this isn't just like a trendy self-help thing.
Right.
There's real science backing it up,
Exactly.
which makes it even more intriguing to me.
Yeah, and one of the most important things to remember is that you don't have to turn your life upside down
Okay.
to benefit from mindfulness.
Mm-hmm.
Small, consistent steps can make a huge difference.
That's reassuring. I think a lot of people get intimidated by the idea of meditation. Like it has to be this big formal thing.
Absolutely, you can bring mindfulness into almost any activity.
Right.
We talked about mindful eating and walking,
Yeah.
but there are so many other ways to weave it into your day.
Okay, I'm all ears. Give us some more practical tips.
Even setting aside a few minutes each morning for a simple breathing meditation
Okay.
can have a powerful effect. Just find a comfortable spot, close your eyes,
Mm.
and focus on the sensation of your breath as you inhale and exhale.
Oh, I've tried that before, but my mind always seems to wander.
Yeah.
Any advice for dealing with a restless mind?
It's completely natural for thoughts to pop up.
Okay.
The key is to simply notice them without judgment and gently guide your attention back to your breath.
Okay.
Don't get discouraged if your mind wanders. That's all part of the process.
So it's like a gentle redirect,
Exactly.
not a forceful stop thinking kind of thing.
Right.
Makes sense.
And you can even bring mindfulness to everyday tasks like showering or doing the dishes.
Okay.
Instead of letting your mind race, focus on the sensations of the water, the smell of the soap, the feeling of the sponge in your hand.
Turning those mundane chores into mindful moments. I like that.
It's about finding those little pockets of presence throughout your day.
Yeah.
And another powerful practice is cultivating gratitude.
Okay.
Taking a few moments each day to appreciate the good things in your life, no matter how small, can really shift your perspective.
I've heard a lot about gratitude journaling.
Yeah.
Is that something you recommend?
Journaling can be a wonderful way to cultivate gratitude,
Okay.
but even a simple mental note of appreciation can make a difference. Like when you're enjoying your morning coffee,
Yeah.
pause for a moment to savor the aroma, the warmth of the mug, the taste of the coffee.
It's like hitting the pause button on autopilot
Exactly.
and actually experiencing the moment.
It's about waking up to the richness of our lives, even in the simplest things.
Right.
And that brings us to a question a lot of people have. Is mindfulness enough, especially if you're dealing with more serious challenges,
Yeah.
like anxiety or depression?
That's a really important point.
It is.
While mindfulness can be incredibly helpful, it's not a substitute for professional help.
I completely agree. If you're struggling with your mental health, it's crucial to reach out to a qualified therapist or counselor.
Right.
Mindfulness can be a wonderful complement to therapy, but it's not a replacement.
Absolutely. Mental health is so important.
It is.
And there's no shame in seeking support.
And even if you're not facing those specific challenges,
Yeah.
mindfulness can still be a game changer
Okay.
for enhancing your well-being,
Yeah.
managing stress, improving focus, and even deepening your relationships. It's like tapping into a superpower that's available to all of us.
That's a great way to put it. It's
Yeah.
about accessing that inner peace and clarity that's always there, just waiting to be uncovered.
And the more you practice, the more you'll realize the incredible potential of your own mind. It's a journey of continuous growth and discovery.
Speaking of potential, I have a question that's been swirling in my mind
Okay.
through this whole conversation. If mindfulness can be so transformative for individuals,
Yeah.
what could happen if we scaled it up? What if we brought mindfulness into our schools, workplaces, even our government?
That's a fascinating and important question.
Yeah.
And it's something that researchers and practitioners are exploring more and more.
Imagine a world where mindfulness is woven into the fabric of society.
Yeah.
Kids learning to manage their emotions in school, workplaces prioritizing mental well-being,
Right.
politicians approaching conflict with empathy and understanding.
It's a beautiful vision.
It is.
And I truly believe it's possible.
Yeah.
We're already seeing positive changes with mindfulness programs being implemented in schools and companies around the world.
It's inspiring to think about the ripple effects that could have on our communities.
Yeah.
And even the world at large. Could mindfulness be a key to creating a more peaceful, compassionate, and sustainable future?
It's certainly a powerful tool for creating positive change, both individually and collectively.
Okay.
After all, many of the challenges we face as a society stem from stress, fear, and a lack of understanding. Mindfulness equips us with the tools to navigate these challenges with greater awareness, resilience, and compassion.
It's almost like mindfulness could be a kind of antidote
Yeah.
to the negativity and division that we see so much of these days.
I think there's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah.
When we cultivate mindfulness in ourselves, we naturally become more present, compassionate, and understanding in our interactions with others.
So it's not just about individual well-being.
Right.
It's about creating a more mindful society as a whole.
Exactly.
But where do we even begin? What can we do to foster this collective shift toward mindfulness?
It starts with each of us.
Okay.
By embracing mindfulness in our own lives, we become living examples of its transformative power. We can also advocate for mindfulness programs in our communities, schools, and workplaces. And most importantly, we can approach our interactions with others with more presence, kindness, and understanding.
Those are powerful steps we can all take no matter where we are on our own mindfulness journey.
Exactly. And remember, even small acts of mindfulness can have a ripple effect far beyond ourselves.
Wow.
By choosing to be more present and compassionate in our daily lives, we contribute to a more mindful world.
That's a beautiful thought.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that change starts from within and that even the smallest actions can make a difference.
They really can.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I invite you, dear listener, to consider one small step you can take today to bring more mindfulness into your life.
Maybe it's 5 minutes of meditation, a mindful walk in nature, or simply paying attention to your breath right now.
Right.
Whatever it is, embrace it with curiosity and an open heart. You might be surprised by the transformative journey that unfolds.
That's a perfect note to end on. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of mindfulness and meditation.
It was my pleasure.
We hope you've gained valuable insights and inspiration to embark on your own mindfulness journey. Until next time, stay curious, stay present, and keep diving deep. You know, it's almost like we've been conditioned to operate on autopilot.
Yeah.
Just rushing through our days without really stopping to appreciate the little things.
That's a great observation, and I think it's one of the reasons why mindfulness has become so important in our modern world. You know, we're constantly bombarded with information, stimulation, and demands on our time.
For sure.
It's no wonder so many people feel overwhelmed and stressed.
It makes you wonder, though, what would happen if we started incorporating mindfulness, not just into our individual lives, but into like our systems and institutions as well?
That's an interesting thought. Imagine schools where mindfulness is integrated into the curriculum.
Yeah.
Teaching kids from a young age how to manage their emotions, cultivate focus, and develop empathy.
I love that. And workplaces where mindfulness is encouraged, maybe even built into the workday.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be amazing to see companies prioritize the mental well-being of their employees?
Absolutely. It could lead to increased productivity, creativity, and overall job satisfaction.
Totally. And imagine if our political leaders practiced mindfulness.
Wow.
Could it lead to more compassionate and effective decision-making?
That's a thought-provoking idea. Mindfulness in politics.
Right.
Who would have thought?
But it makes sense if we can train our minds to be more present, more aware, and more compassionate. Wouldn't that naturally translate into how we approach challenges and conflicts?
Yeah.
Whether in our personal lives or on a global scale?
I think so. Mindfulness equips us with the tools to respond to challenges with more wisdom, clarity, and understanding.
Right.
It allows us to step back from our habitual reactions and choose a more skillful path.
So it's not about becoming passive or avoiding conflict.
Right.
It's about approaching difficult situations with a clear mind and an open heart.
Precisely. And the more we cultivate mindfulness in ourselves, the more we contribute to creating a more mindful world. It's a ripple effect that starts with each individual.
That's a powerful reminder that change really does start from within.
It does.
But I think a lot of people might feel overwhelmed by the idea of changing the world. It can feel like such a daunting task.
It is a big task. But remember, every journey begins with a single step.
Right.
And that's the beauty of mindfulness.
Yeah.
It's accessible to everyone, regardless of your background beliefs or circumstances.
So if someone's listening to this and feeling inspired to bring more mindfulness into their life, where do you suggest they begin?
Start small and be patient with yourself.
Okay.
Maybe it's simply setting aside 5 minutes each day to focus on your breath, or perhaps it's taking a mindful walk in nature.
Right.
Noticing the sights, sounds, and sensations around you.
I love those ideas. They're simple, yet so powerful.
And remember, mindfulness is a practice, not a destination.
Right.
It's about showing up each day with curiosity and a willingness to explore. There will be days when it feels easy and days when it feels challenging.
Yeah, for sure.
But the key is to keep coming back to the present moment, no matter what.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, we invite you, dear listener, to consider what's one small step you can take today to
Mm,
bring more mindfulness into your life.
yeah,
Maybe it's noticing your breath, savoring your next meal,
you're
or
right.
simply listening to the sounds around you with greater awareness.
Exactly.
Whatever it is, embrace it with an open mind and a kind heart.
Yes.
You might be surprised by the transformative journey that awaits you.
And remember, you're not alone on this journey. There's a growing community of people all over the world
Right.
who are discovering the power of mindfulness to create more peace, joy, and connection in their lives.
Thank you for joining us on this exploration of mindfulness and meditation.
My pleasure.
We hope you've gained valuable insights and inspiration to embark on your own mindfulness journey. Until next time, stay curious, stay present, and keep diving deep.